No proceeding.
Your Honor, we have an agreement for defendant to plead guilty.
Come on, Your Honor. I apologize for my client's outburst, Your Honor. We are intending to take that.
She says she's not guilty. But if I had the knife, it was a kitchen knife.
Just we'll get to that in a moment.
Does she understand what's going on today?
Speaking to her outside, Your Honor, yes. It's a little bit of a breakdown that we've gotten here.
We need more time to talk to her?
No.
Okay, so the offer was?
Offer was to plead to the knife over 3 inches and dismiss the hinder imposed with a killer proof for time.
Is that your understanding of what was offered to you, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, and you want to accept that and plead guilty to the knife over 3 inches?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You understand that before you could plead guilty, you would have to give up your right to be innocent until proven guilty? So as you stand there, you're innocent and you have the right to maintain your innocence and they have to prove your guilt. You understand that?
Yes.
And you want to give up your right to be innocent until proven guilty?
Yes.
Okay, you also want to give up your right to proceed to trial and have them prove each element beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
And you want to give up your right to question or cross-examine any witness that they were going to call to testify against you?
Yes, ma'am.
And also your right to present evidence or testimony to your defense to these charges?
Yes, ma'am.
Is anyone threatening you to get you to give these rights up?
Nobody's threatening me.
Why are you crying?
I'm just ready just to get this over with.
I recognize that, but why are you crying?
Move on.
But why are you crying?
Because I can't get a job, I can't do anything until I get this over with. And I'm just ready to just get it over with. If I did it, I did it. And I'm sorry. In Michigan is not bad to me. I'm not from here. I don't have any family. I don't have any friends. I don't have anything. I deal with me, and the whole reason I can't get my life together is because of this little simple knife over. And I know it's not simple here, but it's just simple to me, and it's something that I can fix.
I believe you can fix it too. No need to cry. Let's see here. As to the charge of knife over 3 inches, how do you plead?
It was a kitchen knife.
Well, I'm asking you if you're pleading guilty or not guilty.
I'm guilty.
Okay.
I came here today and I wasn't running. I wasn't anything. I didn't want this behind me, please.
On a factual basis, please.
Please.
Yes, Your Honor. Would like me to inquire of my client?
Yes, please.
Ms. Tyson, on May 6, 2024, at approximately 4:40 p.m., were you over at the Frandor Shopping Center? You can just speak.
Yes.
And while you're at the Frandor Shopping Center, did you have contact with the police?
Yes.
And to the best of your knowledge, is that in the city of Lansing, state of Michigan?
Yes.
County of Kingdom?
Yes.
And while you had contact with the police, did they discover a kitchen knife which was over 3 inches in length?
Yes, also I had a fork, I had a spoon, and once I retrieved from somebody that took it from my house.
Okay, but you did have a knife that was over 3
Yes,
inches.
she took it from my house, and I had to go get my stuff back from her.
Okay, let me stop. You had some
We were just cooking.
You had some cooking
Yeah,
utensils with you
Yeah.
at the shopping center?
Yes, and
How did you have interaction?
She was doing dirt.
How did you end up having interaction with the police?
Because she caused a distraction. Because I think she was doing something dirty. I don't know what she was doing, but I'm just being honest because this is like something that seems so big, but it doesn't seem for my record.
Doesn't seem so big. Let me just make that clear. It's a knife over 3 inches
so
city ordinance.
She was doing something dirty, and she caused a whole distraction where the police came. I watched YouTube videos where they say you don't have to give them your identification.
Okay.
You do just give them your identification.
So the police
Cooperate.
stopped and they're investigating whatever she was doing.
I'm not doing anything. So I didn't see what was the reason for me to even give any of my identification. But
So you did you give him your identification or no? Okay, so you failed to identify yourself and then you were arrested for that?
yes,
What you're saying?
And he exaggerated that police report. I never did anything.
I don't know anything that's in the police report, so I couldn't tell you.
Body cam, everything. I'm not pleading guilty to that because I didn't do that. Like, can't nobody tell me what I did when I know I didn't do that.
Counsel, you've reviewed the body cam
I have, Your Honor.
and the police report with your client.
I have sent her the police report. I don't know that I had a chance to review the body cam with her. I did review it myself and confirmed to her the sequence of events as described.
Okay, and you don't believe that her rights were violated?
No, I do not believe her rights were violated.
You've advised her of that?
I've advised her that the police had a lawful reason to stop and investigate. It really,
I just don't want to be in no trouble. I'm just trying to move forward. I promise you.
as Ms. Tyson indicated, I do not
work for
believe.
the Savings and the Paul Catholic Charities. I just tried to move forward in my life. I just got a very domestic situation, and I'm trying to move forward. If I lose everything.
And Your Honor, just to sum that up, what Ms. Tyson is indicating, I believe is correct, that she's not the original purpose for the police contact. She was incidentally there while there was other factors going on. She refused to identify, which resulted in her arrest.
And she had
And she had a kitchen knife.
a kitchen knife or was it what kind of kitchen knife? Was it a butter knife?
It was just a paring knife.
And she had a fork and a spoon?
Yes, it was.
Yes, she was retrieving some belongings from another person who had her.
Exaggerated.
So how was she supposed to get that to her home if it's not with her in public?
I'm not sure exactly that. There has to be a proper way to carry that and not in a purse.
I agree. But
what else?
What do you mean not in a purse? If I have a fork, knife, and a spoon that someone took from my house, is what she said, and they give it back to me, how else am I supposed to transport it?
That part.
And it was in her purse?
It was just in my purse.
With a fork and a knife? A spoon?
Fork, and I had it rolled up in the paper towel. It wasn't like I was about to go out there and shake somebody or.
She had a fork she had a spoon and a fork?
The police report doesn't mention the fork. Is
it in the body cam?
My recollection was that there was other silverware in that bag, Your Honor. Yes.
We can set it for trial. I'm not accepting a plea for that. It's not a crime to transport your silverware back that someone stole from you.
Very good job. I can confer with the city prosecutor.
I did the crime.
That's not a crime. What you're telling me is not a crime. If you had other silverware in your purse, I don't care if someone didn't steal it or not. I don't care if you was carrying it because you were going to eat your lunch outside of the house. That is not a crime. And the city can use their time for other stuff if they don't want to trial for that.
There's other stuff going on in the city.
I can imagine, but that's not a crime. I'm not accepting the plea. You all can figure it out another way, or we can set it for trial. Let the jury decide if it's a crime.
Let's then, I think, request to set this for a final pre-trial.
We'll set it for trial.
Set it for trial.
Moved on.
Okay.
Just said.
June 17th, 8:15. June 17th, 8:15 in person at the court. You need to make sure you appear, okay, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am. Great.
We'll get you a notice in just a moment.
Have a seat. She wait outside in the hallway.
She can.
All right, have a seat in the hallway.
Give me that file back.
In just a minute.